What is popping, you beautiful degenerates? Now, as you can see, you're on a blank screen right now because we're doing something different. Give me a minute, I gotta get a chat open and shit. I really need to stop cussing. Let me turn the volume down on this. And voila, new angle. So, whew, I'm out of breath. I was fucking scrambling to try to get this shit working. And ain't shit was working. So, I have one laptop up there, one laptop right here, camera right here, mic right here, and tattoo shit all right here. But it worked. So if everything is going right, you should be able to hear me. You can see this good enough. You're not fucking zoomed in, obviously. And if anyone talk in chat, I can see still. It's like a hand cam. It's like what those VTubers do, where it's just fucking they wear gloves. Well, we're gonna have gloves on too. Shit. But we're gonna be doing tattooing today. I'll make the fish swim. Hold up, how we do it? There we go. Wait, where's the camera? There we go. So the only thing that I'll say is the most off about this is lighting. So I have one light that's like that direction. Usually two lights is better. You want one to come from this direction and this direction. But if I move my current setup for game streaming, it all will go to shit when I got to put it back. Gah, is that a bitch? So actually, let me this one. So we printed out the design. Not sure how well the camera will pick it up if you can see through it. You can kind of see her. One, I must say, this is not my design. I found it off Pinterest. That's where I get all my 99.999% of my ideas from. And so this is what the stencil looks like. So the artists were this way. Initials right there. It's quite small, and the person who posted this on Pinterest didn't give like a credit because this signature does not match up with whatever the name was that was on Pinterest. But whoever created this art, it's fucking beautiful. I love it. What fell? Oh, also, actually, I need to lower this down. Also, there is a lizard somewhere in here. I've found lizards before. There's been at least 5, but this one was in my bathroom. And so when I went to go shower, I was like halfway done with my shower. I saw the silhouette of a fuck ass lizard on the other side of that curtain. It kind of looked like some Michael Myers type shit, but it was just, little 4 little fucking paws, whatever gecko feet are called. And I was like, fuck, what do I do? And so I was standing in the shower, butt ass naked, just watching watching a fucking lizard climb up the wall. I'm like, fuck, it's gonna eat me or something. I hate lizards. I hate little crawly, like I hate worms. I hate lizards. I don't like bugs. I don't like slimy shit. And yeah, so there's a lizard probably still in the bathroom that is like right there. My room is quite large. And I sprayed a shit ton of peppermint in there. So there's a chance it's gonna scurry out from underneath and crawl up my legs while I'm not looking. This is a perfect angle. All you see is mouth and hands. But we're gonna tattoo her. We're using a 5-round liner. And if you don't know what that means, it's just basically a group of 5 needles kind of close together. Kind of like, all right, let me see. Basically, the needles look like that. And then there's shaders where instead of them looking like that, they're about more open. I bet you like fishing, huh? You're talking about lizards and worms and shit. I like fishing, but give me the fucking anchovies to throw into the fucking water. Can that be heard? It's a bit closer. Should I wipe off the excess ink? Yes, they hurt. Some people are gonna say, "Oh, it depends on your pain tolerance." No, it hurts. It feels exactly what it is. It's needles gliding across your skin, like that one. That was my first one. This is the second one that I got that at the same time. And then I tattooed myself because I'm dumb and I'm impatient. So where's it at? I've tattooed my mother's name on my knee, and then right here, I have an Assassin's Creed symbol I tattooed that is in a very horrible position because of my gut. So I couldn't really do it well. But my mother's name, I was a little bit better at tattooing, but my ink packing isn't the greatest. Actually, let's move you here so I could see chat better. Now, I went fishing one time and it was great. It was fun. And I was fortunate enough to catch some like pretty good fish. And so my first catch was a rainbow striped bass. About not this big. It was a decent size. From you asking, yeah, okay, I was about to ask. I'm like, from the way you asked that question, I'm assuming you don't have any tattoos. Funny enough, my sister's first tattoo was done by me. I kind of didn't really want to do it, but she was very persistent on, I want you to do it. And so, like, fuck, I guess. So I did it. Now, I have very shaky hands. I'm sure you could tell from the video. And it's funny, anytime someone sees the way my hand shakes, they're like, what's wrong with you? And I just say years of drugs. And I'm not lying. It's from ADHD medication I took from when I was younger. Which caused me to have not the steadiest of hands, but that's not going to stop me from learning how to do this. This is a very fun, I like art. I like drawing, creating art in general, and I simply just see this as another medium. I'm sure tattoo artists may disagree with my philosophy on that, but hey, I just like creating art. And this is another way of art. But also, every video I've seen of people trying to teach tattooing, they're like, don't scratch the way you do when you're drawing. And then I'll watch one of their next videos and they're fucking scratching. I'm like, bro, what am I supposed to do? And they'll hit you with the do as I say, not as I do type shit. I'm like, fuck you. Actually, for your first tattoo, what do you want to get? Actually, let's. I need to have it a way to where you can still see the tattoo well. Oh, just because your hands are shaky does not stop you from being an artist. There's people with fucking hands like this, and they're some of the most amazing artists you ever meet. It's just simply patience, man. So like, especially with tattooing, this vibrates a lot, and if you get better quality machines, the rotation may be worse, it may be gentler, but the longer you tattoo, the more that vibration gets to your hand. Same thing with barbers and whatnot, which will cause your hand to shake a little bit more than usual. Like especially having in barbers, I think it's fucking it's some shit syndrome, and it's just the vibration causes their hands to shake, and you can like lose the blood flow in your hand, and it just turns white. It's fucking crazy. That is a good tattoo to get for your first one. Originally, I wanted to get whenever I have kids, I wanted their names on my chest. But every fucking, not even every year, every week, new ideas just pop into my head. Like, oh, I want this, and now I want this. And so, by the time I probably have kids, my body might be full. But now the goal with tattooing is to get clean and as straight as possible lines, given my shaky hands. Because if I go slow enough, I can get decently straight lines. But I think if you go, huh, the audio stream current bitrate is lower than the recommended bitrate. What does that mean? Is my voice matching up with video? I didn't even know audio had bitrate. I thought that was just fucking video. All right, well that's good. Hmm. Well, just say suggestions. Maybe it's nothing to worry about. If everything's working, don't fuck with shit then. Great. Yeah, I've been, how should I say, taking tattooing semi-serious since Christmas of last year. Is when I got a tattoo printer to print the stencils. Because before I was drawing them by hand, and the process took longer from stencil to tattooing because now I had to hand draw it, lay out the stencil, wait for that to dry, and then do that. Now I just can find images off my phone, print them, tattoo it 30 minutes later. If you're interested in it, just fucking, the machines are cheap on Amazon. Pick one up, throw some lines down. How's work today? Did you build any new houses? Well, actually, you said construction. At the bottom portion, we're currently doing the braid of her hair. That's one long sleep right there. Yeah, that's right. Bro's running on fucking fumes. I wish that water was cold. I probably should have put ice in it. Actually, I saw this one. See if this works. Not as well as kinda. Where was I? Right here. It was good. Besides when I discovered that lizard, and then it wasn't so good. Basketball, not really. I don't keep up with sports. When it comes to like football, I just watch the numbers. That's about it. Like my team is like I like the Niners. San Antonio. Does San Antonio not have a team? Just go for fucking Texans. But you said you're from Wisconsin. Do they have a team? Echo, Volume 3. Echo. Does Wisconsin have an NFL team?
The only NFL football teams in Wisconsin are the Green Bay Packers.
Green Bay Packers? You can skip that team actually. I could be biased and just say root for the Niners, but just go for any team that suits your fancy. But obviously, if you're gonna root for a team that's good and that wins often. Because otherwise, you're gonna get your shit clowned on. The Dolphins. Are they good? Are they considered a good team? I don't think so. Like my brother, he used to be a Niner fan. My whole family is. And then all of a sudden, out the blue, motherfucker's like, yeah, I'm a Raiders fan. I'm like, bruh, you chose the worst team to fucking like. Well, fuck it. As you're a person, you can like the team. But I'm a dog your shit, Loki. Are we smudging? Not really. Ugh. Let's get off the wire. My tattoos look pretty nice on this fucking camera. Wait, give me the lighting. Where's the light? I'm fighting the fucking microphone. There we go. Yeah. Fucking artist that does my work is amazing. That dude's booked out by fucking months. Also, if I had to say anything about whenever you decide to get a tattoo, do your research on the artist. Look through the portfolio, look through the social media, see what they do, what they're good at, what they don't really want to do. All tattoo artists are different. Some like more stuff better. Some are willing to do something, even if that's not their thing. Like the one who does mine, he likes doing a realism, but he's done that one, and then the koi fish, and then the lotus flower, and then there's kanji on it. Where's the kanji? Right there. But one thing I have not let to learn to do on tattooing is how to get like a whipped end. So let's see. You see how on the eyelashes they kind of like whip out? I don't know how to fucking do that yet. And like the corner of these hairs, that's like the perfect place to have that fucking that whipping motion. Also remember, you get what you pay for. If you go with a cheap artist, you're gonna get cheap work. But also, just because he charges us $5,000 for a tattoo doesn't mean it's the best shit ever. That's why research is important. Like, if you had to guess how much that one was, what would you say the ballpark is? Nah, this one was 250. Yeah, I believe it was 250. Yeah. Not bad at all. Okay, now what do you think this one was? Quarter sleeve. No, so 250, and this with that was 900. So I was supposed to get a full half sleeve, but I was going to get shipped out to college the following week. And so the total price for a half sleeve was 1800. I tried to get it again when I came back from college on Christmas break, but it was fucking packed out so far ahead. I couldn't get it, and by the time I came back home again, I had no money. What do these strands? One thing that sucks about doing this though, it feels like my eyes go cross-eyed. Thank you. Dragon Slayer. I'm assuming the BG's baby girl? But thanks. Game name BG. Let's game. Game name BG. Game name BG. I can't think of nothing. Battleground. What is the game? BG BG. What game is BG? I need to know. Blockman Go? I've never heard of that game. Let me see. That sounds like some Minecraft shit. Let's look it up. It does look like some Minecraft shit. This is some Minecraft shit. Ah, fuck, I exited out my song. No. Some hot shit back in lockdown. What type of shit were you doing in lockdown? We were just grinding COD and GTA. Actually, what game was I like dead ass grinding the fuck out of during lockdown? I would have to say it was Elden Ring. Like dead ass. This is the first time I've heard of that game. Like it looks 2K subs ago. Huh. The quality of it looks like one of those games that you see on ads that pop up from other games, and then when you click on it, it's not that game. Like there be some games that be popping up on ads. I'm like, oh, this looks actually pretty fun, and I play it, and it's absolute dog shit. I'm like, bro, where's this other game at? I want to play that instead, and then I just never find it, and I'm just disappointed for the rest of the day. pay to win games fucking suck. Even though 90% of games that come out now are pay to win because companies are greedy for money. So yeah, microtransactions ruin shit. Remember, there used to be games that you could just play and no ads will pop up and you just enjoy games. But now you play around and now you gotta watch these fucking 3 ads and then you don't even want to play no more. But your fixation on the game is gone. Fuck, this line was cricket. You guys remember a game called Flappy Bird? Since Christmas of last year, so about 6 months. For what? Well, what's the 4 for? I forgot what I said. You want to see some of the other tattoos? They're right there in a little bin. Oh, you can't see right there. Right there in a little bin. Sure. So the last one I did was this one. Actually, where's the very first one at? So, very first day I got the machine, I tattooed this. So this was the very first one I've done. Now, if you're talking the first time laying ink down just to see the feel of it, it's this practice sheet under that I use. And some of these lines on here are the very first anything from this machine. I just use this as a cover so I don't hit directly the table and fuck up the needle. And there's a flower. This is the flower I tattooed on my sister's ankle, actually. That is true. Actually, if you talk about collection, you can kind of see some of the figure box right there, but right... Wait, let me angle my thumb a little bit more. Over there is a big-ass shelf. It's a normal shelf. Filled with about 50 to 60 anime figures. That's a collection. Yeah, and then we got this one. I really like this one. Where's it at? That one kind of throws it off. I was gonna fill each one with the black dot, and then it looked not good. And probably my favorite one in total overall was this combination of different ones. So you have my last name right there, and you have Night Lady there, and then Demon Lady above. And then you have this anime character is one of my OCs I created. I wanted to see if I can draw a tattoo stencil myself and tattoo my own art. And so I created her. I have 1 year to decide. Not even to decide. I have 1 year to make all this into something great, essentially. And so I started this channel about 6 years ago. And I was posting anime shit. And I was the momentum was going good until I got lazy and I started. I don't even want to. The B one was one of my favorite ones. Like I said, I got lazy back then, I heard it ticking. What the fuck was that? There's nothing in the room. What the fuck was that? We're gonna ignore that actually. But we got to make, oh shit, every day count, every clip, every stream, every person I interact with is an important moment in basically the beginning of revamping this channel. 'Cause I don't want to call this channel dead. It's just asleep right now. And we need to wake this bitch up. Where were we? Right. But if we're talking about overall art, I've been drawing since freshman year of high school. And I started off with traditional media, pencils and shit. Like you can see there's markers here, there's pencils and paintbrushes, all that shit, all in this section right here. But then I went to digital and all that shit's there still. But the thing is, all right, cool. Whenever you drop by, just say hi. But I went digital and I got we just spread ink. I want to say spoiled because I started relying on backspacing and all that shit. If I make a mistake, let me Control Z and it's gone now. And so now it's a lot harder for me to fucking draw traditional than it is to draw digital, which kind of sucks. So one of the streams, more in the future, not soon, probably in October or September. I want to do a stream where I'm just drawing physical media. Where right here? We'll do this spot. I think one thing that's good about what I'm doing is I'm not trying to stick myself just one thing. I'm not a Call of Duty streamer. I'm not just an anime review. I just do random shit. If I think it's cool, I'm like, hey, let's try it. Let's see what happens. Would you recommend tracing over things to get ahead to start with drawing? Yes, but no. If you're starting off, use it to start learning, but just don't become fixated on that. Just don't think, oh, I can't draw if I don't have that as your medium. So like when I first started drawing and creating art, I created just like headpieces, so from the shoulders up. If it looked like shit, it looks like shit. Just pick up a pencil, draw random shit, do circles, do boxes. As long as you grab the pencil and just practice. Like so here's a little story. I used to draw when I was a child as well. I was decent at it, a little bit better than average than a child of my age. But then I drew a picture that I had on my desk, and it was of a skull with two pistols going through the side of the head, kind of like a where should I go? Like definitely like that, but like through the skull, and then it was surrounded by roses. And I just had it on my desk because I really liked it. I'm like, this came out really good. But my teacher grabbed it and ripped it up and threw it away. She was like, yeah, no one wants to see this. Never do this again. And I didn't pick up a pencil at all for about 7 years. Didn't draw, didn't even attempt to draw. that just shattered every confidence that I had in creating art. And then freshman year in high school, I picked up a pencil again. I'm like, do I still got it? And then I drew, fuck, I ran and I drew a picture of Hinata. I was like, guess what? I still got it. And then from that day forward, I drew damn near every day until I got lazy and I wanted to start creating OCs, means original characters. And so I got like a handful of characters that are my own designs. And so I created a brand called Senpai's Obsession. So I believe if you Google on Instagram, the channel has like, not the channel, the Instagram has like 10 followers, I think. And so I post my digital artwork on that page. But the thing with creating OCs is I got very picky on what they look like. And then I'll try to create fan art. And once again, I got too picky of what they look like. So to me, if they didn't look exactly like the character, who the fuck did I just draw? Because I understand there's some fan arts where they resemble the character heavily. But if I drew something like that to myself, I feel like, this is shit. I don't like it. And I think it's out of that mindset I probably need to get rid of. Because I'm not the author, the artist who created the original piece. I need to make it my piece. And so, like, I got ink on me. No, all right. They're right here. So, like, this is one I did of Madara back in 2020. This was 6 years ago. Let's angle it. And then the last drawing I did that was finished. Where are you? Where is that one at? My gloves are grabbing multiple pages. Oh, there it is. This was the last thing I physically drew. And then the thing that I was currently working on is I was trying to do a fan art that I found of Rebecca's from Cyberpunk. And that's as far as I got. I said, ain't nothing but to pick up a pencil, draw some lines on a piece of paper, and see what happens. Well, also, the thing is, I started drawing women only. So I stopped drawing men. And so now if I draw men, I can't. They look feminine. I'm basically look like I'm drawing femboys. Ooh, shit. That's a thumbtack. Oh, great. It's on the floor. How old's your brother? Is he young or is he like an adult already? Where was I? I lost my line. We'll go that one. Ooh, let's not do that. Let's redo this line actually. Suspicious. That is, I don't think it's stubborn. I think it's probably the same reason with a lot of artists is the fear of rejection. Because now we draw to ourselves. It's we are the only one that see it. We are the only one that judge it. But once we put it out there, that person judging it, that person judging it. So all of a sudden, everyone's a professional artist, and now we're like, "Fuck!" Or maybe what they're saying is true. Maybe they're wrong, and now you become self-cautious about your own artwork. And that does one of two things to these two artists: it pushes them to get better, or it shuts them down and they stop completely. With all artists, we want to avoid the second option. We want every artist to continue going and thriving. They can say, and I don't care what they say about my artwork. Deep down, every artist that loves their art is slightly pin needles of pain whenever someone says that looks shit. Even to some artists, even if their artwork isn't the greatest, if that's the best they can do at the moment, there's always room for improvement that they could do. Where was I again? That's a big ass line. Let's see. Like personally, I don't think my artwork's shit, but I don't think it's the greatest out there. I understand there are amazing artists out there that are doing fucking phenomenal. There's only one thing that I mainly do that I am self cautious about, and that is my writing. And so, what to do when you're self conscious about your writing? If you enter competition and let professionals grade your shit, now that's gonna get nerve wracking. That wasn't a bad line. It was shaky in some parts. Actually, how the hell do you even get better handwriting? Is that a skill we ever learned? We were learned how to write, but we weren't taught. Like everyone's handwriting different. My handwriting is quite. It's like we call it chicken shit. All right, where are you? So like, ooh shit, my pen. I'll pick you up later. Yeah, so it's legible, but it's not the greatest. But my elementary handwriting, I could even understand that shit. I think the teacher just graded me just so they didn't have to read it. They're like, you pass, fuck that. Fucking cursive's a lost trait now. Not much people even know how to do it, let alone read it. Luckily for me, third grade, I was taught how to read it and write it, so I could definitely figure out some shit like that. I lost my placement again. We go right here. Ah, here it is. So in third grade, we all had the option to learn cursive, and only like a handful of people were like, "Sure, we'll do it," and everyone else was just like, "No, it's extra work." I was like, "I'm down. I want to learn how to read and write in fucking cursive." It's like when I'm writing quick, my handwriting is a mix of cursive and normal writing. So like my Y's, anything that can loop, it usually gets looped in my writing. All right, let's get the side of her head going. going off the little pad. All right. Actually, it seems that okay. All right, thank you for dropping by. And yeah, we're gonna continue this tomorrow. If more likely, I should be able to finish this tonight, and then tomorrow I have some other designs on my phone. We're gonna pray and just do the same shit. All right, now I'm out of water. We're gonna wipe the whole fucking face with some fucking Vaseline to cleaner. Here, one. It's not a long one. There is okay. Hold up. I might be able to do that then. Little update. I'm gonna get that line. One solid go. Whew. Listen to that. Did I just put ink on my lips? I can't even see. It's just dark. I gotta check the lizards. I generally think the lizard got in from the window because I was keeping this on the window so to dry for the stencil, and then all of a sudden, there's a lizard here today. Coincidence? I think not. No, not her face yet. Where should we start? Here? Let's start there. Nah, I just jabbed it into the fucking thing. Whew. Ooh. My hand's been that tingly feeling. Mm. A bit of a braid here, some strands here, and then we can work on her face. Clean up a bit. those in a swirl. My hand's covering a lot of it. You have that and then a face. All right. Shit. Whew. That'll probably be the worst one to do. That's fucking touching the ink. Fucking, I gotta see if it's there. Wine show. Looks like we're chilling. That looks like a horror face. Mm, her glasses have two lines that are very close to each other, so it's going to be better to use a 3RL. Mm, so we can do one of two things. We can open a new pack, or we could just make it one line all the way around. We might do that. Doesn't really have barbed lashes. It's not as prominent on this one. Excuse me. Those face marks? I think so. All right. Whew. Look like you got fucking spectacle. These circles were hard to do. They are wobbly as a motherfucker. Excuse me. And I think she's done. At least to the best of what I could do right now. Her smugness is unmatched. Let's stand up a bit more. Yeah, that's a bit much. Whew. So, to the best of my current ability as a tattoo artist, I think I did pretty good. The lines, of course, are shit. They're shaky as hell, especially if you get a close up. From a distance, it looks okay. You know, if you admire it from a distance, everything looks fine. But we're not here for. Oh my god, the back looks fucking cursed. Hold up, get the ice. Oh, that looks fucking amazing. But I love the back more than the fucking front. All you see is smugness. But the lines aren't the greatest, especially around the circle port. What's that shit called? Glasses. It's hella shaky. But we're learning. It's not supposed to be perfect. It's the process. But tomorrow, well, besides straight lines, good lines, I also want to get better in packing color. Fuck, my hands are sweaty. It's fucking wrinkly. You. Uh, packing black lines, packing solid black and straight lines are what I'm trying to work on right now. And so I think on tomorrow's tattoo, it's going to be looks like lightning. It's lightning, and so it's like one of that shit that you see just across someone's shoulder. And so that's for me to practice packing black, basically. And then there's another one. We're gonna do the third day, and it's a laugh now, cry later of SpongeBob. My hands feel disgusting. Look at that shit. But let's cover that up. By tomorrow, that ink will be dried up. Whew. But I think I think I could always do better. But for now, we'll take it. We'll add her to the collection with the rest. Whoever created her, amazing fucking job. I love her. Her smugness is unmatched. Whew. We're like 2 minutes from 2 hours, so I guess we'll talk for 2 minutes. But what are we talking about? Where's my eyes at? There we go. Look at the fucking camera's like looking right here. But we got a new person in chat, whether described or not, I don't know. IW baby girl. And Nobody Safe came back. Fucking great so far. That's consecutive 3 days back to back. And baby girl, where is he at? I think it's a he. He's running on low battery. So hopefully they drop by tomorrow. And then we'll have a second viewer that's consecutive. Whew. My back hurts. This. I fucking hate this. The texture is weird. But also, I'm not sure how often we're gonna do tattoo streams. Once every other week, maybe. You're doing 3 tattoos back to back. They don't always have to be, actual tattoos like this. It could also be just straight lines, practicing straightness, and getting them all right and dandy. Ooh, let's not do that. I am hungry as a motherfucker. Dieting sucks. Speaking of my diet, about 34, I think it's 34 days now. I started the Toji challenge. I posted video 1 and video 3, but most of the videos are too long to post on shorts. I think most of the ones that I posted now can go in shorts. I just haven't been transferring them. And we started at 284. We're 284 pounds, and now we are 276. So we're almost down 20 pounds. Not much, but it's progress. But going to sleep hungry, it's fucking worth it if I don't have to look like a fat shit within a year or two. But with that all said and done, like always, stay cultured, have fun, and I'll see you, yes, you, in tomorrow's stream. But now I gotta do something different. Because again, I gotta wait for this to pop up, but now I gotta go over here. It's no longer fucking reversed. Ugh, fuck. Whew, shit.